So what do you do when everything that can possibly go wrong goes wrong? So the original date I was supposed to leave for Edmonton was April 6th. I was supposed to leave that Friday night, and when I arrived to the airport, they let me know that my flight was delayed by 12 hours, so I ended up going back home, coming the next day, and that's when my adventure began. It was my second time ever flying on an airplane, so obviously my nerves were a little shot. So once I said my goodbyes to my parents and all my friends, I hopped on the plane and I actually really surprisingly enjoyed myself. So when I arrived in Toronto and they told me I only had 20 minutes to get my next flight, I was just rushing as quick as I could. Because the first time I landed in Toronto at that airport, it was a terrible experience the last time, back in August of 2017. I almost missed my flight because I stepped outside to get some fresh air, and then I came back in, had no idea where I was going. So I successfully managed to get on my plane to Edmonton this time, and I had enough time to spare that I didn't really need to worry. And once I get on my flight to Edmonton, I was already kind of used to being on a plane. Like, my nerves weren't as shot, but the only bad thing I could say about that flight was I was sitting right next to a screaming baby to the right of me and directly behind me, and they were like working as a team to try and keep me awake, and my plan was to try and sleep as much as I could. Yeah, that did not happen. So I did not sleep whatsoever. And when I arrived to Edmonton, I was waiting for my luggage to come out, and everyone was picking their luggage up, and I was like, okay, I will patiently wait. Mine is probably at the very end. So my sister went to go talk to someone, and I was waiting for my luggage to arrive. I just didn't want to chance missing it. And then my sister came back and told me that my luggage was still in St. John, and I've been here for about 3 days now, like I said, and I still do not have my luggage. It did not show up. I was tired, I was jet lagged, my luggage didn't show up, and I was just like, I was so overwhelmed when I arrived in Edmonton that I didn't even really feel like filming at all. So I bought a case of these mini Coronas, and I realized we don't have a bottle opener, so this is the first time I'm ever gonna try opening up a beer with a lighter. Doesn't seem like it'd be too hard. That did not take long at all. I forgot what I was talking about. I guess what I'm trying to say is I had every single reason to be pissed off because nothing was going my way. But there's something I learned, and it's the most realist thing ever. And that is something good always comes from the bad. And I wasn't going to let the little things affect this trip, because ever since I've been here, I've been just so stoked to be in a bigger city, because that's something I've always wanted to do, and it's been fucking crazy ever since I've been here. I'm just stoked to be here and be able to go out and film videos in a big city, and I've just met the most awesome people since I've been here. So I'm just gonna wrap this video up now because we're actually heading out to have some late night fun. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.
Girl, why are you playing with me? Girl, who are you playing with? You been on that new stuff. I've been on the same shit. Girl, why are you playing?